What's going on, guys? Cryptic CW here, bringing you another Rainbow Six Siege YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to set up the bomb sites on the map Oregon. We're going to be doing a series on how to set up bomb sites. That's a very frequent question when I play with new players. I play with new players quite often in my stream. My girlfriend's pretty new and I've been getting her into the game. And I always get this question of I don't know what walls to reinforce. What walls do I reinforce? Which ones don't I reinforce, you know? Because she understands that rotates are a thing, and sometimes the rotatio chips need to be on certain walls, and she will reinforce it, and I'll be like, why'd you do that, you know? So we're going to start in the bomb site up top in Oregon, the kids' bedroom bomb site. Now, we spawned out in the middle of the main hall, so we're going to go over to the games room with the foosball table in it, and we're going to grab both these walls. Both these walls are absolute must reinforce. These two walls get focused primarily, so these two walls, and then go back into the attic, and the back two walls of the attic. The back of the attic wall and the front games wall are the four most important reinforcements you will put down on the top site in Oregon. Now over here on the other side of the attic, I recommend reinforcing the right side, and then putting some kill holes around head level on the left side. This way you can watch top main steps and you have an angle to watch top master bedroom. Now those are the absolute must-have walls to reinforce. With your extra reinforcements, you can reinforce these master bedroom walls to make it more difficult on them. But if they get in from balcony, it won't serve much of a purpose. The walls here, I recommend maybe reinforcing one of them so you have an area you can stand behind and not get shot if they try to wall bang through the window. You can do either one and then open up a kill hole at some point in the round to be able to see if they jump through. Another option you can do with the remaining reinforcements is grab hatches so Amaru cannot just come up through them unexpectedly. However, sometimes you want to use them as an escape hatch if they come crashing in on the site so you can wrap back around to the steps. Now we're going to get to rotates on the top site in Oregon. The only rotate that you really need to worry about, besides making kill holes if you're fit to, is in the back side of B in the kids' bedroom. You're going to want to take out the left side of this wall. And now we have a rotate made. This way the people holding attic and holding top main steps in attic and top master in attic, if they get collapsed on or if the back wall gets got by ace, they have an area they can rotate back into sight, and they can always reinforce it off after them if they need to. So that's how you set up the top site in Oregon with the rotates, the kill holes, and the reinforcements. Now we're going to go downstairs because it's the second most common site in Oregon, so we're just going to move through it, the most common that you would do in a ranked game. So we're going to jump on dock, that way we have the ability to make rotates once again. Okay, now that we're in the downstairs site, we're going to start with rotates and kill holes with my pistol. So in between bomb sites, you're going to want to make a rotate in the back wall that leads into laundry. This rotate will allow you to go back and forth in between sites. Now the next thing that you're going to do with a shotgun on your team or the secondary bailiff is take out the left wall on the far side of A, the freezer wall, and make head holes across the left side, reinforcing the right side. Once that's complete, you want to go back over to B and take out the top half of this wall. This gives you an angle onto the back steps, that way when they push down to try to flank you when you're focused on freezer and main steps, this will give you the opportunity to pop some shots off into them when they don't expect it. Now the walls that you absolutely must reinforce, these two just outside the corridor absolutely must be reinforced to slow them down just slightly. Now on this site there are some preference walls. One of these walls would be the elbow wall. Some people like to play this wall and have a rotate built into it, especially a mantable. That way people have to hear you if you're the enemy coming back into the site. The defenders will be able to hear you. But a lot of people like to play this at higher ranks especially, and then rotate back into sight and close it off after them. However, some people like to just close it off at the start of the round. That is up to you and your team. So I recommend conversing with them at what you want to do with the elbow wall. Now after these walls have been reinforced, the next things that must absolutely be reinforced are the hatches. There's one found in meeting room, which is above the B bomb site. There's one found in the main lobby, just next to these sandbags. And then the last one that you absolutely have to get is just across from the freezer steps in this server security room in the corner. Once those 3 hatches have been got, you can go back to the site. And that's how you set up the downstairs site with the kill holes, rotates, and reinforcements. Now, if you go up 2-0 in a ranked match, the next most common site that you're going to go to is kitchen and dining. And we're going to grab Doc, that way we have the shotgun to make as many rotates as we need to. Now this site has a lot of playability. You can change a lot of variations with certain rotates. So we're just going to start off with the absolute must-have walls. Starting in the A site, we're going to go over to this corner on the far west side and reinforce both of these walls. The only time you don't want to reinforce both of the absolute must reinforce walls is if you have a Mira, in which case you want to converse with your Mira of which walls they want reinforced. Now once both of those walls are got, go on the far side of B on the easternmost side. Once again, if you have a Mira, you want to be conversing with them on where they don't want you to reinforce. Because sometimes people like to put a Mira on the very right side of a reinforcement with a normal wall that gets reinforced unreinforced to be able to make some cheeky plays. The next wall will be this one next to the freezer. Now this leads into the server room that has the hatch. Some people like to make rotates into here to be able to maneuver through the map and hold this angle and be able to rotate back to site and reinforce it off after them if needed. So this is a wall that you can kind of have a preference with and change it if you want it. If you get slammed through that wall the round before, probably just reinforce it. If you want to do some cheeky plays, leave it unreinforced so you can leave some holes, rotate through it, or just to be able to shoot through it. Now once these walls have been got and these back walls have been got, I recommend reinforcing this right wall, throwing a rotate next to it, and reinforcing these 2 walls. And this gives you playability in showers, and you can even open up a kill hole in the wall to watch when they enter into the map. The last 2 reinforcements that you have should be used on the hatch above, and the last one can be on a choice remaining wall. Alright, so in Meeting Hall Kitchen, you're going to want to go to the far side A, the north side of A in Meeting Hall, and get both of these main walls. You also want to grab this wall on the other side, along with this wall on the opposite side of Split. Alright, now once those walls have been got, we're going to make a rotate in this wall. And once again, you can add playability through these walls. That is up to you and your team. Otherwise, I recommend reinforcing those ones. Before you're out of reinforcement, you want to make sure that you grab the hatches. Now I will add that the only time you don't want to get this hatch up here is if someone's playing up here, so then they can make a play from up above, destroy it, and kill from up above. The same goes for this hatch in Kids Dorm. If someone's playing up here, you may want to leave it unreinforced. Now once the hatch is in got, you can return back down to the site and use your last reinforcement on any wall you see fit. Sometimes I like to do this. That way they can't just spray through one site if I'm trying to make plays through my rotate. And someone pushes in. If I've managed to get back through here, I can get to safety. Otherwise, if you don't choose to reinforce one of the remaining walls, you can always use it to reinforce the hatch to counter an Amaru play. However, once again, you may want this for an escape route if you get collapsed on. Well, that's been how you set up bomb sites on Oregon. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you got something out of the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for future Rainbow Six Siege content. I got all the tips coming your guys' way. Goodbye!